Hey guys, I hope you don't mind that I am putting up another Nightmare Detectives entry. People have been asking for me to put them on the channel anyway. They're on podcasting info, it's been out for a couple of years, and we're doing the next series soon on Patreon Early Access, but I want to try and get them out on YouTube, even if they don't do well. I didn't want to put them in 30 and 30, however, as you could probably hear in my voice, I am a little bit sick. Had a great couple of wrestling shows. My voice is just exhausted. I need to rest it a little bit. I tried recording, wasn't happening, and on top of that, we are currently experiencing a heat wave here in the UK. A fun fact, it is the hottest May in 79 years right now, and sitting in my study, even with a fan, it's really rough. So I hope you don't mind this being today's entry. Hopefully it'll cool down enough. Tomorrow I can get something up for Tuesday. If not, I'll let you guys know because the heat wave is ending around midweek, so please bear with me. I hope you like this. If you don't, that's totally okay. We're not gonna worry too much about it. This is just for people who have been wanting to have Nightmare Detectives on YouTube as well. If you do want to go and support this podcast, please go and give it a rating on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Let people know what you think. We'd love it to reach more audiences before we launch the in-between campaign in about a month's time. That's it from me. I am very croaky, very sickly, so I'm gonna go and take some Ovaltine and rest my voice. Have a wonderful beginning of your week, guys. Take care.
Somewhere in the vast plains beyond Sturgeon's borders, legends have spoken of a great beast that slumbers just beneath the Earth's crust. And it is said that any of the elephants in that area, when they are close to death, they all traipse towards this same sparse outcropping. And for those of you who don't know, an elephant graveyard is the phrase that we would use, where all these elephants, when they feel their time is coming, they go there and they all die. But it's not just the elephants. It's everything native to Sturgeon's wildlands. One by one, they all go to this same section. And one by one, they all die. And it was said hundreds of years ago, during the height of the Age of the Artificers, that the greatest among them would one day wake up having learned all they could, and their wandering eye turning towards the darker arts, before eventually abandoning their posts, and they too would go towards that wildland area. The last one to leave was Balthazar. Balthazar was an incredibly gifted artificer. And when he left, the only thing even close to a goodbye note, a suicide note, was a prophetic message. And it simply said, "The ground is stirring because it's hungry, and I intend to feed it. But there will come a time when that hungry beast will go wandering." And some 3 centuries later, as each of you gets away from the umbral door and travels to save Callista's life, that very same rumbling that we alluded to some time ago has begun to pick up pace again. And at a small monitoring station right on the outskirts of Sturgeon, at a little place called Dondella, they get the reports back of seismic activity. And very, very quickly, things begin to move in motion. And with that, we throw things right back to where we were in our last session, which for everybody else has been a week, but for you guys has been nearly a month. All of you have just traversed the umbral door and have somehow, some way reunited with your bodies and stand in front of Callista in the executioner's chamber alongside Endicott the Effervescent. And I guess at this moment in time, the real question is, what do you want to do? And I'm going to actually do something a little bit different where all of you can make a sharp roll and we will throw it to whoever has the highest of them. Callista notwithstanding, as right now, Callista, you're sort of just watching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 11 for Flebs, an 11 for Jimmy, a 9 for Jericho, an 8 for Victor, and an 8 for Fala. All right. Flebs and Jimmy.
Jimmy, go.
All right, Jimmy.
In character.
Jimmy.
Upon us arriving there, Jimmy will look around and teach out of character real quick. We are in this room that you're showing on the Roll20 screen, right?
Yes, sir.
And Callista, I'm taking it, is in the chair in the middle?
She is in a chair, but it's also a, I believe I described it as like a black pillar. Like there's just an arc of black light around her, if I remember correctly. Let me check. She had her head lowered because she was going to have it cut. I'm pretty sure I described it that way. Well, either way, that's what she's on. She's on like a little section where she's chained, and yeah, basically, I mean, if you see it in the art we've got there, it's like a little pillar like that with black light on it.
Okay, so can Jimmy move to Callista?
You can get close, yeah. What do you want to do?
I want to, because she's still baby Callista, so I want to pick her up.
Roll an act under pressure. All right. On an 11, yeah, I mean, you want to get close and basically try and help her. And you put your hands out, and the pain of doing so is immediate, and it is horrifying.
Jimmy will continue to push his hand through.
I figured you would, and on an 11, you succeed. You can feel your skin being almost like rended as the flesh is peeled back in certain places. And when you put your hands around Callista, this pillar immediately rescinds. And you've got her in your hands.
All right, as Jimmy collects baby Callista in one arm, he will reach over top with the other arm and draw the sword and prepare for battle.
Okay, brilliant. All right, Flebs. Oh, I need to roll for Endicott.
That's pretty much all we needed to do before the battle started, right?
Well, battle, yes, but who are you battling?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Okay. Let me investigate a mystery.
Okay. And
One
Endicott,
sec.
that's a roll as well. Endicott got a 12, but I'll do that after you. It's fine. Probably should have had him go as well. All right, 9.
Okay.
So you got a 9 on investigate a mystery. So
we don't
Yep.
We don't see any enemies right now, do we?
Not really. No. I mean, you can do a flexible alternative if you want to ask me a general question, rather than picking from the list. That's up to you.
Let's do flexible alternative.
All right.
So we're trying to get set up for battle.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know which direction in the room that people will be coming in or enemies will be coming in from?
You would assume that directly in front of you is where they come from. That's a single chamber, and right above you is a viewing room. You would assume they'll come from either of those places.
Okay. Could I ask Jimmy to toss me or someone else up to the viewing room? So one of us has a high ground, or no?
You could try getting thrown to the window. Sure. I mean, you could certainly try it, and that'd be an act under pressure roll.
For Jimmy or for both of us?
Well, I guess that's a good question. You're the one that wants to do it. Jimmy can roll a tough to see how much strength he lends to your roll. But then it'd be you. Alright, so Jimmy gives you the best possible, act under pressure. You get 14. Nice. So, he picks you up and hurls you towards the window. I honestly hate to do this, but you didn't investigate what that window was or anything. So yes, you do get thrown up there, but you don't break it because you're in a prison, so it's not made of glass, like a glass that's breakable like that. You do get stuck to it though. You are up there, and I will leave you there so you can figure out something.
Sounds good.
Because I'm not gonna have you completely fail. It seems unfair.
Still got the high ground.
Holding on to bars.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll come to Endicott in a minute. So it's not as interesting if I just
Thanks,
do something. Jericho.
I'd like to try to detect like the threads of magic to see who all kind of notable is going to be here. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, are any which threads are familiar, which ones aren't, along that lines.
Oh, okay.
Lovely.
11. All right. You you hear while you're all kind of getting, doing your thing, you hear over the intercom the voice of the warden, who is pretty unhappy, and is kind of yelling, saying, You can't be doing this. Stop! This is unprecedented. What in the name of Lord are you doing here? And as he's talking, you notice that he has a red and black magical thread that leads up to that viewing room, and you know it because it is Everett's magic interspliced with Baal's. So that one is definitely obvious to you. The other magical thread that you see is one of a shimmering, almost, I would say, like, iridescent light, and you do not recognize who it belongs to, but it is also up there next to the warden, to next to Everett.
Gotcha. Just kind of like I guess kind of out of character question, but Jericho never, besides like when Flebs just when Baal turned into took over Flebs' body and flew out of the spaces in between. Jericho like never really identified Ball's magic trace since he
No.
wasn't in the fight.
No.
So he doesn't know who it. Gotcha.
I don't think he would immediately know. He'd know Everett's, but I don't think he would know it's Baal's.
But he would, because Callista said that
Yeah, I was gonna
Ball
say, I think I said it.
was possessing
Oh,
everything.
well, there you go.
Yeah, I said that. That was one of the many parts of my speech. I mentioned it briefly.
That did happen. I also mentioned that in the recap. Yes, that happened. Off screen.
So,
Gotcha.
some context.
Thank you. And just kind of, I know the ending of last session was supposed to be cinematic, but is Jericho like in the Stormbringer attunement right now, or if it's not, can I just go ahead and activate it?
Are you in the Stormbringer mode? I am going to check Lucy's incredible notes, because without her, there is really no way of navigating my shitty little mind. Let's see.
I think everybody was kind of in full.
That last paragraph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much.
It actually doesn't have Jericho with all his powers restored, so no, you're not.
Got you. Then I would just like to activate / attune to the Stormbringer now at this point.
Yeah, of course. All right. I think that is perfectly reasonable. So your attunement here, I believe it's just a simple roll, right? There's nothing complicated to it, as far as I know.
No, it's just a weird. It was kind of just a weird roll to see if it actually activates or.
Okay, yeah, let's go for it then. Let's do it with a +1. Oh, no mind.
Wow.
Well, it doesn't matter. You got a 10. Yeah.
I love not being Victor.
All right. So, why don't you tell me, like how this looks?
So after kind of after assessing the threads of magic, Jericho closes his eyes and takes a breath, and when they reopen, the entirety of his eyes are filled with the blue shining like lightning plasma, and tendrils of lightning are arcing around his body, his outfit, and just kind of getting ready for what happens next.
Okay. Yeah. Your electric body begins to crackle, and it starts shattering some of the lights above, giving this brilliant luminescence to you. As the other voice on the intercom simply yells, "Stop them!" Yeah, we start to hear rummaging coming down the stairs. All right, next up was Victor. Victor, what would you like to do?
I should try to investigate for a way out of this place.
Yeah.
That'd
How
be
do
like act under pressure.
Yeah. Do you want to Are you looking to talk to the clones to find anyone might be in the building? Are you looking for a portal? Are you looking for are you just using magic to navigate? What's the plan here?
Trying to use my trying to use my magic to sense if there's like a way to portal the fuck out of here.
Okay.
So it'll be act under pressure.
Yes, sir. With a +1.
Yeah. +1.
Wow.
Oh.
14. All right. So, you tune in with your temporarily sort of boosted abilities, and you realize that there is a portal that you can utilize to get everyone out of here and to a couple places. And that portal is in the room you're in, but it's going to take you a minute to channel it.
Oh boy, guys, we gotta get the fuck out of here. Portal's up. In about a hot minute. So I put my fingers to my temple and start to concentrate.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. All right. And Fala, are you with us?
Not right now.
Okay. All right, Fala. So yeah, you're next up on the list. What would you like to do, love?
Fala wants to investigate a mystery and just kind of see around if there's anything that's been missed or
Okay.
if there's anything. Yeah, I guess if we've missed any.
Sure. Yeah. All right. So, are you doing from the list, or are you asking me directly?
Yeah, Fala's gonna ask you directly. I guess I am. Is there anything in the room that we're in that is a direct threat that no one's noticed yet?
No.
Okay.
I believe you
Is there
get
anything
two.
else I can do?
You get two
Okay,
questions.
cool. Then, hang on one second. What is being concealed here would be my follow-up question, if there's anything being hidden.
No, there's nothing really. No, I mean, honestly, they're really it's an execution chamber. They really didn't think you were going to get there.
That's fair. That's fair.
So yeah, all right.
All right.
Okay. Before we roll, well, actually, so Endicott did have the highest roll, but I intentionally made him wait to the end. He looks around at you and says, while you're all defending and holding the fort, if you don't mind, I believe there's some unfinished business between me and a former homie up in that viewing room. Flebs, what can you see up there, dear boy? Then you have to roll.
Okay, sharp.
Yes, sir. Amy, was that your PC I just had?
You shouldn't have. I was on push to talk.
I had someone's notification. Let's make sure your thing's alright, because I know it said about restarting.
I'm gonna say no. The restart's done, so I'm good.
Okay. 7. Okay, buddy. You do not see a lot. You see 2 blotchy figures, one of which is walking towards, like, this plexiglass screen. It's like, they can see you, but you can barely see them kind of deal. And the other one is standing back and is kind of... looks like they're making some movements, maybe some incantations, a phone call. You don't really know on a 7.
I see some blobs. That's about it.
Very well. May I ask if you could hold down the fort down here while I attend to some old business?
Is he asking the group?
He's asking you.
You want me to come down?
I worry that the one who is moving forward might about to be stabbing you in the face.
Okay, I'll jump down.
No need. And he is going to cast a new, or something he's never cast before in front of you guys, which is Spectre's Hand. Let's see if he can. Oh, fuck yeah. Flebs, I noticed you were used like something of a cannonball by dear Sasquatch friend. Would you mind playing that role again one more time?
Cannibal?
Cannonball.
Oh. Yeah, I don't mind.
Wonderful. And he casts Spectral Hand, and it grabs you and folds you into a ball inside of this fist. and he smashes through the screen. And because it's a 12, you take no harm. You are just sort of used as a little bit of extra force to generate, and you are protected from the glass. And then he uses the hand to let you drop down before he jumps up, or floats up, and flies in through the window. And the rest of you cast Sharp again, please. Except Victor, and because I'm assuming you're just going to be casting the for the spell, in which case you'll cast Weird. All right, so Callista, and then Fala,
Oh, damn
and
it.
Jimmy. No, never mind,
Jericho
never
beat me.
mind. Jericho.
Damn
beat
it!
you. All right, Victor, just for you, buddy, I need a Weird because you're just gonna keep doing this portal.
Weird. Let's fucking go.
All right. You try to do the portal as a circle, and it comes out as an oval, and therefore it doesn't work. You're gonna need to try again, my friend. All right, Jericho Branch with the 14.
Yeah. So. I'm. This is not bit. I have no idea like what's actually what's happening now after the last turn. It doesn't seem like anyone in the room. I guess like there's someone getting closer to a window is all. But like that's all I have to go off of.
I'm not giving you anything. This is all you guys. I told you, this arc is all about you guys.
Happening.
Well, if there's nothing happening, then that means you have room to act.
Can I roll to help out with the portal?
Sure. I mean, there are... I'm not giving it to you guys. I'm intentionally trying to be a little bit more hands-off. But there are many things you can do as the Stormbringer right now. There's like 4 things I can think of. But yeah, you can help out with the portal.
Cool. I'll roll to help out with the portal.
All right, but he's got to wait. You got to wait another turn. But yeah.
That's fine.
All right.
Okay, why is this not working?
All right, 7. I believe on a 7 for a roll to help out, you get +1, but you expose yourself. That sounds about right. So Victor, you'll have a +1 on your next weird roll. But Jericho, you feel an intense stare burning into you. And that's all I'm going to say for now. All right. Next up, Callista. Baby Callista.
Okay. Baby Callista, first thing, looks up at Jimmy as he picks her up. And she says,
You guys really came.
And I think she would take out. So she had the shit. I forget what it's called. Margot's knife that she got out of the pocket dimension. She had it kind of hidden under her pillow for a while, but I'm assuming as before she left for the execution, she'd have to have hidden it somewhere on her person so that she actually has it. So in that case, she would take that out.
Okay. Yeah.
And so, okay. Did Endicott break the window?
He did.
Okay, that's what I thought. But he wants us to hold the fort down here, so. I think Yeah, I think Callista, is there a way, so her movement at this moment is kind of based on where Jimmy goes.
Yeah.
Can I, like, have my turn sort of, like, braced for when he moves somewhere that I can help out during?
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely try that, yeah.
Okay, because I think that would be where I'm most helpful.
Okay. So you just want to be in a roll to help out situation.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, I take out the knife so that I'm able to be of some use.
Okay.
And then wherever Jimmy takes me to, I will help with whatever he's doing.
Okay, that sounds good. Alright, so you'll basically just, whenever Jimmy wants to do something, you'll roll help out until this situation is resolved.
Pretty much, or until until she wants to separate and do something different, yeah.
Okay. I think that's fine. Okay.
Maybe Callista's a support role.
Right now you are a support, and Jimmy is your AD carry.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so then let's go straight to Fala.
Let's see. Fala. Fala is going to... Fala almost wants to kind of hold her role to do a help out on somebody, just because I know that I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot as far as like offensive moves. So Fala kind of wants to hold to help out.
So we have 3 people doing roll to help outs now. All right.
Well,
I'm so
Man,
sorry.
when I don't tell you guys what to do, you guys really don't know, do you? Like, this is the thing is like...
We do. Okay, so never... Then let's see.
No, it's okay. I mean, it just... Like, I know that the further this campaign goes on, you know, we're what, 7-8 months ahead of the recordings. I know people are going to be like, Teach, you're just telling them what to do, and it's like, man, I'm trying to be a fairer DM.
Yeah, there's nothing for
Just hope
like.
they
There's nothing for us to do in this situation.
Well, no. Well, I'm saying to Amy,
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
I'm saying to Amy, there's nothing for us technically to be on the offensive for right now because Endicott asked us to handle it. So we're currently on the defensive.
Okay.
Like,
then you know what? Then Fala's gonna really quick do a check and see, does anyone need a quick medic? Might as well while we've got the turn.
No one should do, because you're all...
Everyone's got full health?
Yeah, I mean, you had the short rat, you went through the humble door, like,
the one thing I can do.
Alright. Okay.
So Fala's gonna wait, then. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Alright, then. So, alright, let's switch things up a little bit then, in that case. You hear a scuffle coming from the balcony area, the viewing party. And after a moment, a large blast of red magic rolls out. And it bathes the room in darkness and a red smoke. And after maybe 10 seconds, the smoke clears, and you see Everett with Baal's eyes, with that demon shimmer, holding Endicott by the throat and hanging him over the clearing as he kicks his legs. And next to him is the governor. And the governor looks down at all of you. And unlike Baal or Everett, who looked apoplectic with rage at one point, now is smiling. He is almost stoic as he just... A hearty congratulations to the convicts of the Tempestra. Clearly, you all did your homework and rescued a dear friend in ample time before the guards could even get down there. But it appears we've reached an impasse. Because up here, it looks like I hold all the cards, and he holds your dear friend. And if you do not comply with our demands, well, and he clicks his fingers, and the red and black aura around Everett transfers up his hand and towards Endicott, who immediately starts screaming. And the governor looks back at all of you and says, "Tick-tock, detectives. I will give you to the count of 10. 1, and as he's counting, between each count, I'll let you guys sort of have a conversation or figure out one action.
Question real quick. It is Jimmy's turn in the
It is.
order, right? Correct.
Yep.
Okay. Jimmy will walk towards Fala. He will hand baby Callista to Fala. You'll look at Callista, you'll say, "Of course we came for you. You are but my dearest friend." Then he'll turn around, he'll look up at the governor, Endicott, and Everett, and he'll say, "You all have awoken a beast I have kept in slumber for more years than I care to count. Well, now I believe it's time I let him run rampant." And Jimmy would like to rage.
Okay. He simply, his eyes just sort of flare, and he says, 2. He is not engaging with you anymore. Yeah,
It's fine.
rage away.
And then I would like to take an action as well.
All right. What do you want to do?
I want to jump up and try to cut Everett's hand off that's holding Endicott.
Okay. So act under pressure.
Is that going to be a negative pressure? Copy
Yeah.
that.
Are you sure you want to do that?
No.
I'm just asking. Because if you do, I'm not going to stop you.
The red aura is moving towards Endicott up
No,
that
it's
arm,
on
right?
it's on Endicott. It's already on him.
Oh, it's already on.
That's
him.
why he's
Okay,
screaming.
then- Okay, never mind then. Then I
Okay.
do not want to do that.
Okay. All right.
I would still like to take an action though.
Sure. It's,
And
it's a free country.
There's a doorway in front of us, correct?
There is.
That we hear commotion coming from.
Yes, sir.
Great. Jimmy is going to move towards the doorway
Okay.
and engage the first thing he comes upon.
Okay. I will say this. There is a mass of shadows coming down that door. It's a very large spiral staircase that has a hallway. And you see maybe a dozen huge men clad in riot gear. And the first one comes towards you.
And Jimmy would like to roll to kick some ass.
All right, go for it, buddy. Wow. All right, tell me how this looks.
Sorry. Okay, as Jimmy steps through the doorway and the first person that moves towards him in full riot gear, Jimmy will take the sword and swing it in an arcing motion to lop off the head of the first person coming towards him.
Yeah. You do that, and the spurt of the blood goes in the eye, in the visor of the next two people behind them, and they fall backwards. So pretty brutal. All right, so you got your thing. Next up is Flebs.
All right. Let's see. There's a bunch of them. Can I cast Shadow Frost on the ground to slow their advance?
Yeah, because you can't get near them, but like that would be good because you're behind Jimmy. Yeah.
Okay. And let me just double check here. That's going to be a cool roll.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Sweet. So I would just spray the ground in front of all of them.
All right, yeah, on an 11, you absolutely do it. And what is the effect of that?
Well, I guess if they were to step on it, they would have a chance to get frozen. If we're gonna, I was just hoping to freeze the ground and make them slip.
On an 11, Flebs, you are that successful that the two that fell down are immediately frozen. They are. But the bodies are just moved past, and this almost endless group of riot soldiers just keeps moving up. But yeah.
Oh, I thought there was just 12 of them.
No, I said you could see at least 12 of them.
Oh, okay.
They are like piling down the stairs. Think of it like you would do when you see a prison riot in like a documentary or archive footage. They just don't stop. But that's really good, and it's going to affect every one of them coming down there. So, bravo. Okay, you hear 3. Time to re-roll. So everybody, another sharp roll except Victor with a weird roll, please.
Weird. It's a +2, right?
Yeah, you get a +2 this time. So, alright, so Victor, let's do that first. With the addition from Jericho, you conjure a portal.
I would like to draw a perfect head and then erase all the fine details to make a perfect circle.
Sure. Yeah, you work backwards like a really bad animator. And you draw a perfect circle. And you can't see where it goes, but you just know it is better than here.
Anything is better than here.
Yes, sir.
It's last one ends a rotten egg. Yum.
So you just leave.
No.
You just said meum. No, wait, you said that in character. You said weum.
Yum.
Did you just jump into the portal?
No.
All right. Okay.
I'm egging everyone on to jump into the portal
you just,
first.
in front of everyone in this tense situation, said, "Last one here's a rotten egg." Weum.
Is that not in character?
That was in character. So that was just in front of everybody in this incredibly tense situation. All right. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's on brand.
During the video for Margo, so
right,
fucking weirdo. All right. So I believe Callista, you are up first.
Okay. So just to be perfectly clear, the governor is standing beside Everett, and Everett is the one who has a hold of Endicott.
Correct.
And the governor's the one counting down.
Yep. And we hear 4.
Great. Okay. Callista looks up to Fala, who's the one holding her now, and says,
We have to stop him.
Believe me, I know.
If we can get up there, is there something you can do?
I think so, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it the right way, but I'll try.
That's gotta be good enough.
I guess.
And I haven't done this in a minute, but I'm going to try to do angel wings to get us up to the
So
top of the.
it's going to be interesting if your powers are actually returned as well, because we don't know that either.
Now that is true. That is true. I do have the wings again. I guess I don't know if I can teleport with them.
Okay.
But,
We'll find out.
yeah, like I can try, I guess. Otherwise, I'm literally just a toddler with a knife, so there's nothing else I can do but try. So okay, so would I just do the normal roll for that then, or is there something I have to roll to see if I can even do it in the first place?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit!
All right, 14. Why don't you tell me how this looks?
Okay. So just to clarify the rules of Angel Wing, I either can go to a place I've been before, or a person I know well. So my logic is that Endicott is up there, so I'm trying to use him to sort of get us up to that level.
Okay.
So when she says that to Fala, she kind of like clings onto her shirt with the hand that is not holding the knife, and kind of turns her body so that she's like facing her, and the wings are stretched out. And she it's funny, usually she's bigger than the people she's transporting. Right now she's a lot smaller, so she just kind of like wraps her arms around her in like a hug pretty much, and flaps the wings really hard, and just is hoping for the best pretty much. So if it succeeds, I imagine it's the black arc of light, but it takes Fala with her.
Okay.
And they would go up to that viewing room level.
Okay.
Just together, basically.
Okay. Yeah. Let's say that happens exactly as you describe it. There is a black arc of light. You close your eyes and you flap your wings really, really hard, and you end up on that viewing room as the governor doesn't even look at you as he says 5. And that's your action, so we're going to leave that there. Next up is Flebs.
Are they within range?
Who within range?
The soldier, the SWAT team people.
In range of what?
Me.
I don't know your range. You'd have to tell me that.
Am I able to attack them in my current position?
Jimmy is literally blocking the door, so I think that would be very challenging. But if you two want to work on something, like that's sure. I mean, you could try. That's something you work between the two of you. But you would need to get past Jimmy. He is literally standing in this doorway.
I don't know. I like Jimmy standing in the doorway.
Well,
that's a good position.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he should move out of the way.
Okay.
Nobody needs anything? I think I'll just pass. I think I'll just pass.
Okay.
Pass.
Alright, the governor looks at you in action and the smallest smirk comes across his face. He says, 6. Alright, next is Fala.
I think Fala wants to run a historian roll.
Okay.
And see if I've seen anything like this before.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my internet's being a little weird. 1 sec.
Alright, 11.
Okay, there we go. 11.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you have seen this before, Fala. How did Washin die?
Washin died the moment. So within a few seconds of her leaving, Washin died within her, because she. I guess it wasn't because of her, but Washin died when she tried to come back. Her uncle took a deal with Baal, the demon, and just attacked him, I guess. And,
yeah. When he attacked him, though, he took his essence. He fed on him. And he used the exact same ability you are seeing right now in front of you. And as you realize that, he says, 8. Do you convey anything when you see that, or does it kind of shock you enough that you don't talk?
No, I think it kind of shocks her enough that she doesn't say anything, and she's just kind of stunned.
Okay.
More than anything.
Okay, that's perfectly valid. All right. Next up is Jimmy.
The individuals in right are still moving down the hallway, right?
Yes,
but
they
they're
are.
They're hitting Flebs's frosted, or whatever the spell Flebs casted, and they're freezing, or are they still moving?
The bottom ones who fell down are frozen. The others are moving. There's just a chance of them being frozen, and we're not going to be able to do that mechanic very precisely.
Okay.
So I'm going to say some of them are frozen, but the ones in front of you, there's about 4 of them lined up, and they are not frozen.
All right, if they're lined up, Jimmy would like to charge them with the sword to try to skewer all 4 of them.
Okay. Yeah. Let me another kick some ass roll. 9. You get 2 of them. You run that sword through them, and they are able. One of them, behind the 2, is able to grab you and is able to tase you with an incredibly high voltage stun baton. And you basically go down at this moment. Your legs give out. And they are about to start swarming you. As we go to Mr. Branch. Last, but by no means least.
This might sound a little weird. This might sound a little weird because they're like inside of a building underwater or anything. But I'd like to use the Arc Storm.
Ooh. On who?
Realistically on Everett.
Okay.
Would that shock? Sorry, Endicott?
Are you asking? Who are you asking?
Jericho?
this point, at this point, me, Trevin, and Jericho, I don't know. I mean, more. I guess so. My thought process is, to either like to harm Everett's body enough to where he either lets go and reels or just kind of or severs the arm. I'm not sure how much of effect it has on Endicott. Actually, hey, I want to roll a sharp roll, see how much effect I'll have on Endicott.
I'm sorry, Trevin. I'm not going to give you that. I'm not going to let, because I actually think that's a get out of jail free card. If I give you, you get one action and I'm giving you two there, right? Like, if I do that, you could just go, oh, actually, no, I don't want to do it. And I actually think that lowers the stakes too much. This is, you literally, and I'm not kidding, you have 1 second to do what he says. I think giving you that would completely kill the stakes. You need to decide if this is what you want to do or not.
I mean, if I have realistically 1 second, I'm going to do it.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. $12. Why don't you tell me how this starts to the point of, and walk me through it to the point of contact.
So Jericho's looking directly at Everett counting. Everett's the one counting, like holding and counting down, right? Or is the governor counting down?
The governor was counting down, and he'd said 9. And right as you're about to cast, you see the word 10 leaving his mouth.
Jericho instead says 10 and unleashes basically the full power of the Stormbringer.
But how does it look to you going through? Bear in mind, and this is the bit of a tough part, you are in an underwater prison. So I kind of want to know what you do here and how this looks, because obviously you control this.
So from above his head, a dark magic rune rift opens, pulls itself apart, and a giant column of lightning erupts out of it.
Okay. Yeah. And you definitely throw this out, and on a such a high roll, you are able to chain lightning like the fucking Emperor Palpatine, and you shock all of the guards running through that hallway, so Jimmy is saved. You cast an errant bolt towards the governor, and you hit him in the chest, and it immediately, like, you guys have seen lightning injuries. It runs up his chest and up his face, and he is bolted back. And then you make contact with Everett and Endicott. And I think there's a couple things we're going to unpack here as the moment freezes. So I want to take you back for a minute, Jericho. Do you remember when you were basically half dead, when you all got beaten by Kruger, and you saw Endicott in that little dream sequence? And yeah. Do you remember, can you tell me what you remember specifically about that?
As physically, Endicott in the dream sequence, no, but I do remember. Dennis. He passed on something to Jericho. Basically, when Jericho was bringing up how nice it was to have everyone together, see everyone together. He just had a very somber, cherish that for however long you have it. And it was pointing out that he was looking towards Endicott.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember that the other thing being that Endicott was uncharacteristically emotional and he held his arms as his like tears in his eyes and gave you a hug, and he told you everything is about to change. When you cast this lightning bolt, you maybe it's the flash of the light, but everything just is blind to you, Jericho. And when you open them again, or when it clears, if you will, you are not in the executioner's chamber. You are in that little space where all of the fractals go when you meet. And the only other person there is Endicott.
Jericho will slowly approach. Magister?
Hello, Jericho. It's strange, but I just got done saying goodbye to you from a little bit in the past. Time's a funny thing here. Astral projections, they work a little bit differently. But I knew you were coming.
Why are we here now? I don't want to ruin a moment, but things are kind of going on the other end right now.
Oh, I know. But it's all paused. Time is not moving. Time, as I said, doesn't work that way here. We have a moment. You were forced into an impossible situation, and you acted the way I taught you to. However, for every action, there is a consequence. And now, there is a difficult choice. Jericho, you are, quite possibly at this stage, the most gifted spellslinger in Sturgeon's 3,000-year history. And with every fiber of your being, you just directed your concentrated wrath towards Everett J. Blackwell. And, Baal or otherwise, it will kill him. Unless he directs that energy to me.
What? You're the first fractal, the living embodiment of the wellspring of magic. Everett, I like the guy, but he's like a secretary. It's like
he's
I
still
feel like
a person with thoughts and feelings and loves and hates and desires. And you are not a murderer.
I find it hard to see it as murder when I think it's the right call. You are equally all those things you just named off about Everett, and plus again, like the current most powerful spellslinger in Sturgeon. Sturgeon needs. I need you.
Roll manipulate someone. Just a neutral roll. Seven. These moments define us, Jericho Branch. They are difficult. They are ugly. And they are wholeheartedly necessary to make us the people we need to be. I ask you, I implore you to think. And he pulls up an image of you. It's actually a interactive video of the night you were taken, and you are sitting on the stairs with your hands covering up to your knees, and you're crying as the smoldering body of your uncle lies at your feet. And he says, would that young man be happy with the choice that you're about to make? If you can honestly tell me that he will be, then I will abide your decision. And that is the honest-to-God choice he's going to give you.
That young man spent a lot of nights, a lot of days, hating himself for what he was born with, for what it meant his life would be. But all that being considered, he never wanted to harm anyone. He never willingly wanted to kill anyone, much less an innocent person. This gonna keep repeating for me. It's one of those like fate things. My spell, my magic. Am I gonna constantly be a person killing the people who I care about?
You will make mistakes. You're only human. It's something we do. It is not about the frequency of the mistakes we make. It is the reflection upon which we take when we make them. What is your choice, Jericho?
Thank you for always being there for me, for looking after me, and for covering my mistakes. But you're right. Given the choice, it's not right to take Everett's life here for him getting mixed up in all this. I'm gonna miss you.
He smiles and he pulls you in for a hug and says, I'm not entirely sure what will happen next, although I certainly have my guesses. Death being one of them, exile between the corporeal spaces being another, but I will be gone, Jericho. And I am sorry I cannot say goodbye to the others. But know that without a shadow of a doubt, that seeing you return to the Sturgeon archives 1 year ago was not only one of the greatest moments of my life, watching my son come home, but the start of the most exciting year I could ever have possibly envisioned. And I will miss all of you. But if there is a chance I can come back one day, I will do it.
Safe journey first, Fractal.
Safe journey, Stormbringer. And the scene fades, and we rejoin in that moment, and you send this hellacious bolt of arc lightning up towards Everett and Endicott. And Endicott looks at you, and his eye glimmers, and he smiles as everyone else turns and stares. And you strike the hand directly, which sends the current of electricity through Endicott as Everett drops him, and he floats in the air. And Jericho, he starts feeding on your electric energy. He is almost taking it all in. And instinctively, as if reacting to that, you go to the next stage of your Stormbringer abilities, and you feed him more energy. And he starts to pulsate himself, and Everett takes a step back as all of you begin to congregate around the portal that Victor has created. And he says, I am Endicott the Effervescent, Warlock of the World Unseen, Scourge of the Bullies and constant thorn in the side of justice. And the electric energy crackles and begins to burst every light that was remaining, and it starts to ripple around the room. 6-star general of the Unification War between Sturgeon, Minotia, Mantis Bay, and Piranha Peaks! And you feel a sonic boom that flattens you all for a moment. The monstrous know me as Strotior the Forbidden. The farmers knew me as the Cultivator. The Blackwells referred to me as Vecchior the Unpaying. The Cryptid Compendium calls me that drug-addled twat, and the mundane know me as Dave. But, and as each of you takes one last look at Endicott before the boom sends you through the portal, and his body begins to crack with the lightning arcs around it, he smiles and says, but the Nightmare Detectives knew me as their friend. And the resulting explosion sends you through the portal. And in an instant it is closed. And Endicott is gone. you all fall into a heap and are surprised when you see Nell Lockwood standing in the pretty sparse spaces in between as she looks at all of you. And you realize very quickly, Callista, that you, right now at least, are still a baby. Maybe you thought you were gonna be transformed back into your adult self, but just for this moment, that has not happened. And Nell picks you up and dusts you off while the others are getting up, and she looks genuinely happy to see you as she pulls you in for a hug and says, I was so worried about you. I'm so glad you're okay. I will admit it's a bit strange seeing you like this, but we'll fix that. Where's Endicott?
Baby Callista almost immediately bursts into tears.
Aww.
Like, she A, was not expecting to still be a baby, B, was not expecting the hug, and C, the question.
Yeah.
It's home.
She, yeah, she just kind of hugs you, and you just kind of bury your head into her shoulder.
Yes.
And she's just patting your back, like rubbing your back, and oh, it's all right. There, it's okay. Jericho, what is going on? What's happening?
Endicott's dead.
She immediately takes a step back, and her knees almost give out, and then she realizes she's clutching a 2-year-old who is sobbing into her shoulder, and she rights herself, and with her free hand she holds onto the table, and she looks at you and says, What did you just say?
He slightly turns to the side because he's still looking in the direction the portal just closed from. Endicott is dead. Everett's alive still, but Endicott is dead. Did you hear me that time?
Oh, I heard you. She takes a step back. If you guys want to have that conversation for a minute, while she comforts Callista, who probably wouldn't be much help at the moment anyway.
Not currently, but I imagine she's still within hearing.
Oh yeah, of
range.
course.
Yeah, sorry for just standing around. I was gonna attack those SWAT guys, but I guess I just wasn't thinking.
As this is going on, Jimmy's gonna go over and pick Victor up. He's gonna look at him and he's gonna start squeezing him by the shoulders. And he's gonna say to Victor, "Send me back."
Back to where?
To the prison.
For what purpose?
Open the portal, Victor.
Wait. Why do you want to go back to that hellhole?
Mm-hmm. I'll release Victor and I'll turn to Jericho. You kept your promise to me, Jericho, for saving Callista. So no matter if I disagree with your decision on this, it makes no difference. I will support whatever decision you make or made.
Thanks. Although I don't know what to do next. Jericho's still standing in the direction where the portal, staring in the direction the portal was. I mean, mission accomplished, right? We got Callista back, and although she's still a precious little cherub, but that's a win. And all things considered, I'm really I've spent the last few moments, feels like an eternity mulling over. I think I'd do it again. I don't know. Something just feels missing now. But I guess I'll address that after all this, whatever the fuck this is over. Yes, say, huh? Yeah. Get moving. Whatever we're doing next.
Nell looks at you and is like, No, Jericho Branch, you will not wait to grieve this time. You will deal with this now. You didn't just lose a friend. You didn't lose Margot or Dennis. You lost your father figure. And we are not leaving this room until you deal with that.
Jericho.
Ooh.
I don't want to put a cheat code in the middle of all this, but I can time travel. So just say the word and we can at least try. I just need the okay.
What am I trying for? Instead of saying before, am I trying for before his neck was being biased to do
You
something?
mean-
Am I trying to pick Everett over him this time?
I mean,
Or-
I'm not a scientist. I'm not a physicist. I'm perfect. So I can't tell you an exact time and place, but I can tell you that I at least have the ability to try. So, I mean, we can try any when and where, but the more specific you give me, the better chance we have to at least try to bring him back.
So the situation is we replay the events again. What if someone else dies this time? What if it's
I mean,
wait.
I'm not gonna say it's a sure shot, and I mean, at this point, anything's a risk. And we lost Endicott this last time, and I'm like I said, it's nothing is a sure shot, but we can at least try again.
I appreciate you telling me that. I'm not making that choice on my own. I of sick of this, all of my choices at the time being. So, whatever you want to democracy that shit out, go for it.
All right,
I'm
fine.
done.
I'm. No one's asking you to be in charge. No one's asking you to make a choice. But and Fala kind of looks around at the rest of the group and just says, Jericho's been through a lot, and he's had to make a lot of split-second decisions. But if there's anything we can do to at least give him a few extra minutes or seconds of hope, we should try. So, if anyone has any votes, it should be now. And Fala kind of looks around at the rest of the group and just kind of gestures to prompt some sort of vote, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'd vote that we continue on. But if you guys want to go back,
In what way? What do you mean? I'm
meaning
gonna need.
not go back in time.
What do you not go back? Okay.
But if you guys end up going back, I'll go with you.
I agree with Flebs. If for all that's considered, it's the past now, and deal with it later.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say, yes, I understand that you mean it's in the past, but as far as Fala is concerned, the past is really malleable.
I get that.
And,
It's more of a thing,
She loves Endicott, and so if there's, I'm sorry, okay, I'm gonna be a little bit abrasive here. If there is anything that we can do to save Endicott, it should be now. And I need someone on my side and someone here to help me help him. Because I get that we only have a few minutes, and I get that this is a big deal, and I get that we're in this kind of do or die situation. But if there's anything that can be done, it's in this fucking few seconds that we have. And we have the ability and the means of time travel, and we should fucking use it. So please really think about this and the ramifications of this choice. So if there's really any reason to leave the course of where we're going the way that it is, sure. But if not, we need to decide, and we need to go for it.
As Fala's finished speaking, Jimmy will approach Fala. He will gather her up in a hug, lean his head down close to her ear. Be like, Fala, darling, do you not think Jericho has thought out all of the possibilities, all of the what-ifs, and all of the consequences that could come from the actions that he chose to do, that I don't believe he made the choice on it by himself? Jericho is a strong and noble man, but to make the decision to end the life of a father figure that's been in his life for longer than we have. I don't think we should try and reconcile that. Our friend is in need here and now. I do agree with you. I would move heaven and earth to have back the one I love the most. But that's just not possible. I know you believe that we can change the past. But if we change one event, what's to say something worse might not happen? So I beg you, and I know it hurts right now, but please, please do not make us make a decision like this.
What is the alternative? If I understand where you're coming from. I really do. When it comes to not make a huge decision, but Endicott. I mean Jericho. And Fala kind of looks to him and pleads to him. Jericho, he was literally your caregiver. He was your mentor, your confidant. Don't. I mean, I can give you seconds, I can give you minutes. I can give you whatever you need. Don't think that this is it. The whole point of having a fucking time traveler here is that I can give this to you. So, can we at least try?
I'm sorry. I'm against it. It's not what the old man would have wanted. If any other person in that room got hurt, if much worse, got killed, that's Endicott blamed himself for it. He would have hated that.
I don't believe you. I think he would have wanted us to at least try. And Fala just kind of slams her fists on whatever nearest surface there is. And just... I will never forgive you if we don't at least fucking try.
Nell walks over to you and puts a hand on your shoulder and gives you a very very sad smile and says, Fala, I know what you're trying to do, and I know how much Endicott meant to you. But I want you to look at Jericho properly for a moment. Does Fala do it?
Yeah.
When she looks at Jericho, his left hand is dripping with blood, where the nails have dug into the skin. He is, despite his constitution, to you, he is in a lot of pain. And she says, you lost someone that meant a lot to you in a short period of time. He just lost his father figure. And for as painful as this is for you, sweetheart, it is his right, and it is his call. When I said he's going to deal with it, I meant it. But as hard as this is to admit, he is right. I told you about when I lost Buck. When Amos made me choke the life out of him. And if I could have gone back all those years ago, when I was your age, when I was young, oh, what I wouldn't have given, the people I would have killed just to see him again. Properly, not on a plane ferrying the dead. But I'm older now, and I know that you don't cheat death. And you know who else knows that? And she gives Callista a really gentle little pat and moves her hair out of her eyes as she's been like sniffling. And she looks at Callista and says, "You know that, don't you, Callista?" I think your friend really needs to hear that from you, so can you be a brave girl and tell her?
Yeah. My lady told me every time memento mori. Endicott helped us. He helped me. I'm really sorry that he's gone. And I want to help.
As you're saying this, your body begins to glow, and you start to grow back into your adult form. Slowly but surely, it becomes you again.
But if that's what Jericho wants, then I think he's right. And my lady, if she can, will be with Endicott the whole way. And the most we can do is honor his sacrifice by doing what we do best.
I think we'll call it there for that, because I think the chances of it going on would would just be kind of falling into a bit of a sadness block. I think the ugly consensus, as hard as it is for Fala, is that the group is united in their decision, and the room goes silent, save for the sniffling from you, Fala, and Callista. And I feel like you two would just kind of have a hug. And pardon me if this is taking agency, but I feel like one by one, each of you will join until all of you are just embraced.
Yeah.
about right.
And Nell says, and it appears we've come full circle. And this time you've realized, much like before, you can't save everyone. And after a little bit of time, you'll all get a drink from the bar, and you'll tell stories. It's a somber affair before you are led to the basement, where the tribute area is. And each of you makes a small little area, like a mural, to go next to Margot and Dennis Rowe. And just like you did for Margot and Dennis, you go up to the rooftop and you get ready to, in a very unfortunately quick succession, perform the rites and rituals that are afforded to a spellslinger when they pass. And Nell looks to you, Jericho, and she asks if you have anything that was once Endicott's that you could pass to her.
After a second, look through my bag if I actually do.
I think you got something sentimental, but I'm not sure what. I'm pretty sure one of you has something of Endicott's or something he gave to you.
Flebs has some computer dust in his pocket.
Perfect. I'd hand that over to her.
Here you go.
I think he gave you your first ever foci, Jericho, because he was your teacher.
That makes sense. Jericho will take out the old ritual dagger that he's been carrying on with him.
Okay.
And place it.
You don't have the time, unfortunately, to tell Nish or Kruger to get here. This is happening within a 15-20 minute span. And Nell says, we will have a proper service for him eventually. But Jericho, if there's anything you want to say, we'll give you the moment, the floor.
Endicott was, well, I guess I can't say my guardian, but the closest thing to a parent that I had. And he always looked out for, well, from my knowledge, everyone he came across that wasn't a cop. But besides that, I was a little hesitant when I got all my memories back of what he would think about about present company or all of us, and I'm beyond filled with joy of how much he ended up meaning to all of you. It feels good to share this somber moment with people who know who relate, who know what we're going through, or I'm going through. Sounds crazy, fractal thing. Talked to Endicott before his last edition of all of his long titles. Before he had changed it at the end, and instead of saying he was Dave, I will never address him as Dave. But I don't ever want to hear anyone else say that shit either. He called himself our friend, and he reminded me while we had that split moment to not make a choice that I couldn't live with. Because I initially was gonna have effort bite the bullet. Didn't want to kill my old man, you know. Not again. And he saved me from myself in that instance. The life I have, the people I've met are because of him. Death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss in life is what dies inside us while we're living, you know? And while we're all here, we'll keep Endicott's memory alive.
And with that, you put the piece on the ground next to a little tribute for him and Paint Gunkerson. And you pour out a little bit of the paint and you sprinkle the computer dust over. And the very last spell you cast with that foci is the very first one you ever casted with it, which is Thunderbolt, which starts a small fire with these absolutely stunning colors. And it swirls, and the smell is pretty strong. It's chemically, and it begins to spread into the night sky. It's a small service comparative to a very quick one, rather than the kind of one you would have had for Marco and Dennis, but it'll do. And as the fire burns, and you will stand there quietly, Nell, without looking at all of you, says, how long do you think you've been gone for?
At least 3 days, right? At least 3. That was like our time frame.
So he did do it. What a bastard. No. You've been gone for an entire year.
What?
I sensed that there was some sort of something in the continuum, but I wasn't sure how long.
Yes. You see, the Tempestra, it's not just a prison to house the elite and the monstrous. It's a time prison. And you've been gone for quite some time. Things have changed. And when we got word that all of you were doing what you were doing, and Endicott went off to do what he did, rest his soul, conversations were had. And if my timing is right, they should all be gathering round now. Detectives, it's about time for your last mission. And it's going to be a big one. And you go downstairs, and sure enough, there are some people waiting for you.
Character, are we like?
Mm-hmm.
wanted felons to be broke out of prison?
I was just gonna. I was
Well,
gonna bring that up, but we can do that in
Hey,
a second.
hey, don't you worry. That's about to be
Yeah.
well. That's a very relevant question. So,
Yeah, I was just about to say something, but I was afraid that was the end of the session, so
No.
I didn't.
no. I asked for extra time for a reason, and we're gonna use it. You go downstairs, and standing in the bar area is Azathoth. Azathoth is there, flanked by two individuals that you don't know. And he says, I'll be damned. You guys really did it, huh? Oh, that's gonna cause some fucking problems with paperwork. Well, let's get the easy part out of the way. You'll be pleased to know that you are not going to be immediately recalled to the Tempestra. In fact, your group is being requested at the summit. And if you can convince them of your worthiness, your sentence will be commuted, and you will be assigned accordingly. Any questions? I'm sure there's going to be some.
Yes. Forgive me, but we attempted, evidently a year ago, to convince them of our worthiness. Didn't seem to go over too well the last time.
Also, that trial was bullshit and fake.
Times change. People change with them.
Oh, I hate when people say that.
Believe me, so do I.
Oh, I'm not being facetious. That,
Feels like it.
that little stunt you pulled, that was a while ago. We've had time to restructure. And, there's a lot of people trying to grab at the power vacuum left behind by the governor. And we didn't know how to resolve it, so we found a solution. And that is the Sturgeon Summit.
And that is...
That is above my pay grade to explain. I am just here to escort you.
Okay, ooh, let me guess. It's
I
like a
doubt that,
collection
but
of like
okay.
the collection of like the powerful groups in Sturgeon. Like, there's like a council or something like that.
It's a collection of
code.
powerful groups. It's a summit. I mean, you can ascertain that much. You're a clever guy. I'm just not at liberty to say who's there. I don't even know all the people that are going to be there. I just know you're one of them, and it was me that was assigned to come and pick you up and escort you.
I don't know what's worse. The idea that we go and we're convicted of the same crimes all over again, or we go and we are pardoned and we just went through all of that for nothing.
Oh, no, that you misunderstand. There is no trial. If you don't convince them, you're dead. That's it. Gone.
Bill?
Look, let me level with you. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna get in, and you're gonna be accepted. They are not going to deny you. This is a formality.
Oh.
There is no trial. You just go there, you listen, you decide, and if you need to argue your case, fine, do it, whatever. But they asked for you.
And we have a choice?
I mean, you have a choice in how you arrive there.
Oh, okay. Are you nightmare huddle about this? This feels like a nightmare huddle situation.
Yeah, you nightmare huddle away. I'll go spend time with Cheddar.
Just stay right there for a moment. It won't take that long.
Do you want Nell in on this, or?
I mean, sure. Why not? She's like the owner of the group. Like she's like the sponsor.
All right, I've never been a part of a nightmare huddle. This is a bit different.
Yeah, we all just like turn into a circle. We lean in, and Callista covers us with her wings. That's all it is.
All right.
Easy. Three simple motions.
Yeah, Callista's wings like snap out as they all turn.
You know, I've never realized how big those bat wings are. Bloody terrifying.
Yeah, very much so.
So I've been told.
Oh no, they're
You or I
beautiful.
tremble.
They're very, very nice. Just a little bit scary. You know, I'd prefer these to the angel ones, though. They fit your aesthetic a bit more.
Anyway,
Thanks, I guess.
so I know I fought the urge to just just shoot as a thought from the song, but I'm realizing in this moment of clarity that would not have been the right thing. But I'm wanting democracy this. It sounds like we don't have a choice. I want to hear everyone out on what they're thinking. Because honestly, if everyone just says fuck this city, I'm cool with that. But I'm not cool with that because I feel like I have an obligation. Okay.
I know what I think, but I would rather hear from all of you first.
Excellent. Okay, well, I'll say that I'm apprehensive, but if our options are just to go there, be hunted down, and be taken there, I mean, yes, I think everyone, all of us here, including Fala, could kill like a good 100, 200 people before being brought there. But if it's just like a formality thing, I say we just go.
I agree with Jericho. It is better to meet the enemy on equal footing.
It shows they respect you, at least.
I agree.
And what did you say, Victor?
I was about to say, despite everything, I'm very much tired of fighting. I said we just go and see what they want to talk about. Actually, negotiate for once.
Love the energy. We still may have the fight, so don't go too pacifist on us, but yeah.
I'll keep my grounds.
Awesome.
So I can pop a sativa gummy. And my pride.
Okay. Fala? Must be a temporal thing. Maybe she can't hear me. Callista?
I struggle to fully understand the idea that we will be confronting a different entity for the same supposed crimes we committed before, with a different outcome. But the stakes are about the same for me, I suppose. So, if you all want to go, I will go with you. But I just have to hope that my fate is not tied to yours.
All right, heard. And try to calm your mind with all that. We got each other's backs, just like every other fucking weird. God, a year?
Yes, it's been a year. It's been a lot in your absence, but focusing on the matter at hand, because we can deal with that later, I think you should go. You know how strong he is, and I don't doubt your abilities, or perhaps even forcing a stalemate, but I mean, you're not beating him.
I mean, all things considered, it's like I don't want to. I kind of weirdly like Azathoth. So like, the Chimera unit aren't the complete assholes I thought they were. So I don't want to, especially like the little kids. They're kind of funny.
Well, they're just doing their jobs. I don't. Much like you, they make difficult decisions.
Understandable. No, I remember a group that was just doing their job and got put into an underwater prison.
I'm not saying it's unfair. I'm saying they are just the same as you.
I don't mean to argue. That slipped out. Okay, new year, new me. Apparently, I'll correct my.
It's been a year for everyone else, but it's only been a few days for us, and I don't think we're quite over it.
Yeah.
And on that note, I'm not sure if, based on what Azathoth said, I'm not sure if we're going to have to argue our cases or not. But if we do, I will argue all of yours, but I must request you should not let me argue my own.
Is it because you're bad speaking?
That's one way of putting it.
Don't. I'm joking. This cut intention. Like I said, we got your back. Is he still standing there? Is that stuff still just like standing there?
No, he's at the bar playing with Cheddar. I told you.
Callista like lifts her wings slightly and kind of peeks under it. Is like, no.
He is literally like he's like just completely enamored by this big boofer. Like he's like, oh, you're a good boy. You're a very good boy looking after this place.
No, he's playing with Cheddar.
Well, yeah.
I know he hears that. He's like, I don't listen to you, Jericho Branch.
That was just a request. I'm not giving anyone orders. Why people think I'm asking?
Why did I have to stand there like an NPC? There's a dog right here. Why do I have to not exist when you talk?
Stop.
I just asked. Oh, Fala, I can hear you now. The temporal thing must be gone. What do you think about?
I didn't have any hardware problems at all.
Understandable. You're not a robot. No, you can just say you weren't listening. Is like your ears aren't hardware. Like that.
It's nothing's wrong.
Hey, if you guys could move your huddle along, we have 15 minutes of plot to get to still.
What?
We're just all meta today, aren't we? Okay. Callista lifts her wings. Callista lifts her wings off of the huddle and pulls away from it.
Well, how we getting there? Comfortable limo, private jet.
No need.
It's gonna be boring. It's gonna be a teleportation thing, isn't it?
I'm sorry. Would you rather? Oh, I'm sorry. You'd rather fly? Would you rather fly in coach with Delta Airlines? I mean, that.
No.
I mean, it seems. It sounds to me like you.
Economical decision.
Yeah, it sounds like you don't want a convenient teleport.
I mean.
No, Jericho Branch, the main character of the universe, is too good to go teleport.
Class prices.
Hey,
we've been through a lot.
There's no need for that.
Then why did you have to question? Why do you have to question everything?
I asked a question. I simply asked a question.
No, you made an observation. Okay, all right. Jericho Branch, how would you like to get there?
I'll just take the fucking tug. Let's go.
Economy Plus. No, Economy Plus is generally the best vote.
I'll make him walk.
Jericho, why don't you have another nightmare? Why do you have another nightmare huddle to figure out how you get there?
So you're not taking us there? Are you being petty about this? Like,
I like how you're trying to make this like it's a me problem when you're the one that made the petty observation of it's not going to be a teleport, is it? No, you made a statement.
I apologize for the breakdown communication between us.
Can I?
Bro, make him walk.
Can I beg that we not drag this out any more than we already have?
I'm not trying.
I was just gonna say, like, literally, I have endless
does it not bother
seconds
you?
at hand,
And yet, this is still just.
Does it not bother you guys that Jericho Branch starts fires and then blames everyone else for starting them and says, "Why don't you all put that out?"
No, I agree with Jericho.
I mean,
Better
I'm
to be
kinda used
informed
to
than
it.
be ignorant.
This city
I'm
did that
kinda
to us
used
not
to it.
4 days ago.
Thank you.
As a
Fuck.
female,
course.
I'm generally used to it.
You know, team. I love your support. You guys are amazing.
Jericho?
You guys are my family. As Beth, I see your point. The group's new voice and correspondent, Jimmy, James III. Take it over. I'm in the background now.
Take it from here, Jimmy.
You just see Azelith just sigh and say, "Yes, dear."
We didn't start the fire.
He looks at you, Victor, and says, "All right, make the portal."
All right. How big you want it?
Preferably enough to fit the whole of us. I mean,
All right.
did you want it to be the size of a pinhole? What? Come on.
I mean, there's no real limit to this.
Did we ever ask who his friends were? No, right? Do we care? I don't think I care.
At this point.
Roll a roll a weird plus 2.
Okay.
And yeah.
Oh.
You begin to make a roll. A circle, and he puts a hand on your shoulder, and he is basically passing the coordinates to you, magically. You open a portal large enough for everyone to walk through, and he says, "All right, you all ready to go?"
Okay. Yeah.
Jimmy just walks through the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm gonna send something cursed to you right now.
Yeah, behind you.
And you guys go through, and you come out in a pretty magnificent area. It is well, why don't you? Who would roll the sharp here? Who would be the first to notice? I wonder. I suppose Callista probably be one of the first. So actually, no, Jimmy, because Jimmy's the first one to walk through. So yeah, Jimmy, go ahead.
Sharp roll, correct?
Yes, sir.
Oh, am I still employed?
You got a 9. You have come out into this remarkable dome-like structure. And it's kind of reminds me of the Senate floor that was in Star Wars. But it's a little bit more grandiose, a lot more decor around. You have been automatically transported on, I would say like I'd say like you're on like the middle floor, and a lot of different delegates are around you. Some of which you recognize, some of which you don't. Especially on a 9, it's a bit of a mixed bag. And above you is a huge open area where you can see the stars and the constellations. And in the dead center is a group of people. And you are in like a little bench area, which is just for your group as you take your seats. And would anyone like to do anything before we move on?
So in front of the bench where we are sitting, there's like a panel.
Yes, there is.
Are any of them like from the courtroom that we had?
No, this isn't the Court of the Demon King. This is something else entirely.
I just want to make sure none of the people are the same.
No.
Yeah, right.
If you want to see who's around, like that you recognize, someone else have to roll. Like you could roll for that. Jericho could roll for that. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll say that one of you looks in either direction, because I don't want to. You know.
Sure. Is that also sharp?
It's sharp for both of you, yes, sir. All right, 11 for Jericho, 9 for Callista. Jericho, you look over to your left, and you see the dream team.
He's oddly happy to see them.
Yeah, they are just, well, they're all, it's, I don't think you fully take in the fact that Babylon is there, and he has some powers, you sense it, you don't know what it is. Ung is there, Tay, Flebs is there, Jolene is there, and, sure enough, Ballista is there.
Oh.
And ugly disease Ernesto is also there.
I'm sorry?
As he's sitting down, Jericho's gonna lean over, wave at them with his metal arm.
Well, I've told you guys that, ugly disease Ernesto.
I hate that I automatically knew what you meant by that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I unfortunately I also do. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought we talked about that.
Yeah. Lots of times. Yep.
Oh. Well. Yeah. I mean, ugly disease Ernesto Martinez. He's there. He is in a pretty ostentatious dom outfit. It is that kind of like movie style domination leather where like it's got the little circles in the center. He has a whip. And he has nipple clamps on, and he looks at you, and you just hear it.
We're on at the summit. Oh my god!
Right, that's. I mean, that's his battle outfit, and he looks at you, and you hear a from the distance. But they kind of like give him a side eye, but Babylon doesn't wave. He just gives you a somber nod. I think he knows about Endicott.
Jericho returns the nod and just faces forward.
Mm-hmm.
In the chair.
Callista, I'm gonna need you to roll a cool roll, please.
Okay.
All right, you are able to keep your cool, and maybe that's because you're emotionally stunted right now from everything that's going on. Because you turn your head, and you see Michael.
Oh.
And you see Michael with Amos. And I'll tell you who else you see in a second.
Okay.
Does anyone else want to do anything before we move on? Jimmy?
No, I'm good right now. Thank you.
Fala? Flebs?
Nope.
Victor? Incredible. Okay, Azathoth, tells you to sit down, and the lights dim, and an individual steps up, and it's not someone you have ever met before. They are like a bit of an older kind of individual, and they say, "Good evening, everybody. This Sturgeon Summit has been called due to the waning power and health of the current governor, the concern about his ability to lead, and the various interest groups vying for power, looking to stake their claim of dominance. During such situations, the charter is clear. And for the first time in over a millennia, we will be deciding things the old-fashioned way. I will now be looking to the interest groups to declare their intentions. And a light starts popping on around the room in almost random fashion. And the first light falls on a bunch of individuals covered in hoods. But it looks like they are made of puppets. And one of the individuals kind of almost awkwardly cracks its head. And it says, "We of the Black Workshop do declare our intent." And the speaker nods. And the light moves. And it actually moves to Babylon. And he says, "We of the Dream Team do declare our intent." And the light moves again. And it goes to a group of hooded individuals that you have not seen in quite some time. And they say, "We of the Sturgeon Farmers Collective do declare our intent." And the light moves to the next group. And it's Amos's group. And you see Amos. You see the All-Mother. You see Michael. You see two hooded individuals, one of which has an uncanny smile. And Amos steps up and says, "We of the Void Walkers declare our intent." And the light moves again. This time it settles on a group that you have never encountered. Their makeup as a group is an immediate concern, an immediate red flag in terms of it sets off primal parts of your brain, the uncanny valley. And the individual that steps up is a man who is, unlike Ugly Disease Martinez, this man looks very much like he looks kind of like the way that they did in the Clive Barker film. Oh god, it's escaping me. It was like, "We have such sights to show you." Oh my goodness, it's completely escaping me now. But he looks like creatures that basically Hellraiser. There we go. His skin is, he's got hooks in that peel his cheeks all the way back on his mouth, and they hook his nose, and his eyes are covered, and there's a visor that pulls out words from left to right, and the words say, "We, the Order of the Chameleon, do declare our intent." And the light moves to you.
Jericho looks at Jimmy.
Well, Nell looks at all of you, and she's looking for your approval to each of you. She looks at every one of you.
Jericho's mouse. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, you got me.
Jimmy just turns and nods towards Nell.
Okay. She looks to you, Callista.
Callista glances quickly toward where Amos and their group is, and then she has like a very blank, like stony expression on her face, but she like nods firmly.
Okay. Flebs, Fala, Victor, same for all three of you?
Yep.
Okay.
Same.
I'm just so fixated on ugly disease. Ernesto there.
Yeah, you are distracted, but you still nod. And she says,
Yep.
she says, the Nightmare Detectives do declare their intent. And a couple other teams get picked. I won't go through all of them, but there's one more team that the light falls upon. And it comes amid a pretty hellacious rumbling. And does anyone want to investigate where the rumbling's coming from, or do you want to just kind of let things happen as they do?
I'm okay with letting things happen.
Let the rumblings happen.
Callista?
Yes, I do.
I'm sure it's nothing too serious. Famous last words.
I think Callista is on alert now.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think she would try to see if she knows anything.
Okay, go for it. Go for it.
Not Jericho, it's probably just Flebs' brother and his fanboys.
That's what I'm thinking, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
6.
Nope, I failed.
You
Fuck me, I'm distracted by the Voidwalker.
You have a rumbly tummy, and you realize you're
Great.
quite hungry. You could really go for some dino nuggies right now.
My last meal was a while ago.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. The light falls, and the rumbling ceases, and the light begins to kind of like, it's almost like it's waiting too long, and it moves. And Azathoth is not next to you. He's standing with the rest of the Anti-Kythera group. And he says, the Anti-Kythera unit declares its intent. And it goes back to the speaker. And again, there's a couple teams that we will get to. And they say, and so, and so it has been written, so it shall be. The next tournament of fate will determine the rightful rulers of Sturgeon, and under law will grant them their one true wish. The tournament will take place in 3 months. There will be a ceasefire, but until then, you are expected to train and prepare yourself. Location will be confirmed. If that is all, we will, and right as the dialogue is about to end, this prepared speech, another portal opens up where that empty spot was, and sure enough, through it come a series of pallbearers. And instead of carrying the coffins like vertically, they are horizontally, they're carrying them vertically on their backs, chained to their backs. And 5 of them walk through, the last being Nautilus, who looks very, very different to when you last saw him. The makeup that made up the skeletal aspect of his visage, it's not makeup anymore. and he leans forward with a voice so hoarse and dry and full of hate that it rattles through the room, and says, "The grave diggers declare their intent."
Most heartfelt greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlethems. I eagerly welcome you to Sturgeon's most premier station, Dusk Light Radio, hosted by yours truly, the effervescent, ethereal, and immersive Everett J. Blackwell. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out some of our other transmissions. We're adding them regularly, and we'd love to have you as part of the Dusklight family by subscribing, hitting the bell of snakes, and you guessed it, more snakes, and leave a comment with stories you'd love for my many-legged runners to find. Now, I want to thank all of our patrons for making this possible. If you want to sign up, it's as little as $1 a month, and you get exclusive content, early access videos and stories, updates, and more. But times are tough, and we will always be grateful for support no matter what form it comes in. Financial, spiritual, corporeal, maniacal, whatever you want. It really helps us out. Dusklight gives thanks to our Purple Crayon Eaters, Creature Creations, Kid Kiriyama, Emma, Aiden, Becky Sinani, Rory Shamba, Camilla Roca, Oliver Yourface, Suds, PV69, Desert Bluffs, Justy Blue, Paul J. DeSena, Darkness Within, Christian Hatting, Calculi Zero, Mothman, Orphan Yuka, Okami-san, Ian Hancocks, Echo Kane, Gail Alstad, Alex, Candyman Gloving, Ashabel, Phi, Max, and Feeny Von Karma. Our janitors, Isabel Vladislaus, Mima, Razzie Berry Pie, Ryan Moore, Ressery Cardwell, Brianna Elliott, Darktail, Kenza, Oliver Topolugnatale, Alex Hansen, Allie, and a special shout out to someone joining the crew in Art Nightborn. Art spends his nights taking people around Sturgeon in his yellow cab. I guess Art needed extra money, especially in this economy. DJ Muffin, Shane Lewis, Ducks, Joy Flint Healy, Sabiel Eclipse, Death 31, Heather Cayley, Adrian R., Amy, Arkham Cookie, and Alex Nunez. Our Nightmare Detectives, Kikuhime 1202, Halo Davis, Mama Chewy, Melanie S., and Fox Clifford. Our Void Walkers, Domain S. Silvers, Rat Squash, and Professor Creepypasta. Now, you will meet more of our new Blackwell family members in a future upload, but for now, let me run down the list of who we've got. Our new Blackwell members marching their way into town are Sabrina Blackwell, Biggie Blackwell, Aphrodite Blackwell, Wojciech Blackwell, Olivia Blackwell, and Mike Blackwell. You'll learn more about these fascinating new members of our family in an upload very, very soon. Then, of course, there is Great Uncle Ven Blackwell with his forbidden knowledge, Izzy Blackwell, our resident bug devourer, TJ Blackwell, who seems hell-bent on stealing the spot of our janitor supremo and his purple crayon stash, Delira Blackwell, our new resident physician and provider of pestilence pills and poultry, Adela Blackwell's firebending and illusions and grand waffling, Ethan Blackwell, abyssal fisher and repo lord, Jackal Blackwell, head chef and mystery meat purveyor, Clue Blackwell, the chrysalis of unknowable horrors, Tabitha Blackwell, Void Water Baron and forever frenemy to our last entrant, Papa Kyle Blackwell, from his Tower of Bones, Broth and Spines, preparing the outer gods to recognize his claim alongside his hobo queen and little inheritor of the Bone Throne, who is already 2.5. We love and fear you, Papa. We thank you humbly for your patronage and look to see you bright and early for Dusklight orientation. Purple crayons and existential dread will be provided. And one last time, listeners, close your eyes and breathe with me. Remember, no matter how bad things are, how cruel people can be, and how heavy your shoulders may feel with the weight of the world bearing down on them, Dusklight will always be here to lift the load and provide you with some respite. Drink some hot cocoa with chocolate sprinkles and fat marshmallows. Have all the Christmas candy you can manage, watch a video about liminal spaces and cryptid sightings, and sleep on the cool side of the pillow with the window open and the stars twinkling down on you. Start and end each day with kindness in your heart. You matter, you are loved, and every day is another chance. I'll see you again when the sun sets and dusk enters the station.